I'll never forget, we wanted to go buy bikes one day. And I'm sitting in the back nursing Riley. At the time, she's less than a year old. And this group of people come over and they're trying to ask Stefan for pictures and autographs. The woman opens the car door, sticks her body in the car, and she's like, oh, let me see. I'm like, no, like, get out of the car. She goes, oh, honey, you know what you signed up for. And I was like,
oh my God.
And that's kind of stuck with me for a long time because I'm like, actually, no, I didn't. And I think I do deserve some type of personal space. And so that's more so where like everything stems from for me. And
There's other things in the pipeline that I'm supposed to be working on, and I'm going to get to them. Trust and believe I'm going to get to them. The black pill is coming this week. It's going to get done. It's going to get done. For all you guys waiting on it, it's going to get done. Dr. T, it's coming. It's going to get done. But since this thing about Ayesha Curry broke about the red table and the things that she has said on the red table comes of as a shock to most people. It did not to me. And Brother Bay, if you're out there, you can chime in on this because you're another person that peeped the same thing that I peeped a while back, back 2-3 years ago. We peeped the exact same thing. And we're not surprised about what she said at the red table. And I haven't seen all the videos about our Ayesha Curry. I haven't seen everything in reaction to Ayesha Curry. I probably couldn't if I tried. If I spent the next month looking at all the videos and information about Ayesha Curry, I probably couldn't even cover it all because she's such a hot commodity, and their thing about that thing with Steph is such a huge thing that it probably couldn't even be touched, even all observed, because there's so many people doing videos about Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry, almost the same thing that's going on with Russell Wilson and Sierra. And you know me, I'm a salmon swimming upstream, swimming against the tide. And for everybody that's done videos, this is not a disagreement. This is not a disagreement. This is just my view on what's going on. This is my putting on my Gnostic lens, going through my oracle and seeing what is. And the reason I mentioned Bay, the Bitter Truth Show, shout out to him, because we saw the same thing. And the truth is that she never really wanted to be married to Steph Curry in the first place. Shock. Surprise. And it's not for the reasons that most people think. It's not that she wanted a bad boy or anything like that, or that Steph is a simp, because he's not. Because she did date him when he was 15, who was a gangly 15-year-old with big teeth and a big head and nothing but a bag of bones. And I even think then that he at the time he worshipped the ground that she walked on, because she was a hot chick. She's a beautiful girl. And at the time, Steph had a little boy's body. Is what he is. Even though even at that age, he was a fantastic basketball player. He was 15 years old. He hadn't grown into his size. He had a boy's body. Still looks like a little 30 years old. Still looks like he got a boy's face. He's just now growing into his manhood body. Now, every other woman on the planet at the time would have jumped at the opportunity to marry Steph Curry. He picked his childhood girlfriend, as a lot of men in that position do, because that's the woman that you trust. Because that woman was with you when you were nobody and you had nothing. So the only reason she likes you is for you. And I'm not saying that she doesn't love Steph. But Ayesha Curry wanted, she wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be a celebrity. But she wanted it under her own power, under her own merit. She said that from the beginning. And there's things out there where her parents and her group had to convince her to marry this guy. Had to convince her that if you wanted a life, a good life that you sought, that this is your best opportunity to take. You had to take this. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up. That if you don't take this opportunity to get this guy, to get your prince, to get your king, to become a princess, or to become a queen, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Now, in hindsight, they were 1,000% correct. Even though Steph was just getting into the NBA, he wasn't the ballyhooed first-round draft pick. He wasn't going to a winning franchise. He wasn't the cock of the walk. He didn't sign the big Nike deal. He wasn't any of those things at the time. He was just a rookie coming into the NBA. He was a first-round draft pick, but he wasn't the top. But everybody else, everybody in the NBA, everybody that knew Steph, knew what Steph was going to be. Just like everybody else knew what it's going to be, Steph actually turned out to be everything and more that was predicted for him. Like Warren Lance says, shout out to Warren Lance, he's a basketball god. But Ayesha never really wanted this. She wanted to be Miss Independent. She actually wanted to be that woman that tries to put her career first and do this, that, and the other, whether it hits or whether it doesn't. Go through her 20s trying to figure out who she really is. And then in her 30s, 33, 34, 35, then she's going to try to get the retirement plan, security bag. If she could have gotten Steph at 35, she probably would have been more happy. Which is what a lot of women, especially black women, actually want. The modern woman, especially the modern black woman, that's what they really want. They don't want you at your 20. They don't care who you really are. They don't want you at 20. They want you at 35. Fortunately, she had parents and people around her that had the good sense to tell her that's dumb shit. Get this man while the opportunity strikes, because he won't be here. And you don't want to be one of those groupies that the NBA arena is trying to get in, trying to get one of these guys when there's 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are hotter, firmer, and better looking, they're actually at the front of the line. You don't want to be that woman. Everybody's not lucky like Cookie was. That when Magic Johnson got to be 32, 33, he finally came back and got her. Everybody's not Cookie. Cookie is rare. Sierras are rare. And no slight against Ayesha Curry. She's a pretty girl, but she is not that. Okay? She is not a Janet Jackson. She is not a Beyonce. She's nowhere close to that. And she wouldn't be where she is without Steph Curry's fame. Now, shout out to Steph. Steph did everything he could to share his fame with her. He did everything he could to pull her along with him. He promotes her more than he promotes himself. Steph should be out there making videos and doing shows and all that kind of stuff to actually make his brand better. What she should be doing, instead of trying to weigh him down doing her stuff, she should be promoting his stuff so that bag can get bigger, because right at this time, he's the one pulling the wagon, not her. But in the back of her mind, well, not even the back of her mind, in the center of her mind, this is not the life that she really wanted. And that's the problem. So to everybody else, she's got 3 beautiful kids. She's got a husband that adores her, has always adored her, always done for her, always promoted her. If you look at the playoff games and all the other games where she's at, the camera always finds her because he's always blowing kisses towards her. He's always deferring towards her. He's always trying to share the spotlight with her. She needs to take a lesson, take a page out of her mother-in-law's a book. Nobody knew who Sonia was when Del Curry was playing. Nobody knew who Sonia Curry was until Steph got into college. And she was known as Steph's mom. And at the time, she was uncomfortable with the spotlight put on her because it was about the boy on the court or the man on the court that's in the game. A lot of black women, and women especially, do not know how to be the woman's role, which is a reflection of the man. Women forget that the moon is not the sun. The moon can only reflect light. It doesn't generate light. You found a bright star. Instead of reflecting his light, you're jealous of his light. And that's really what it is. That's what everybody's not seeing. Ayesha Curry is low-key jealous of her husband because he has the fame that she thinks that she should have. That's why she wants to be adored. It's not that she wants male groupies. That's not it at all. It's not that she's jealous because other women are throwing themselves at Steph and trying to get her man. She wants all that attention. She doesn't want to live vicariously through her husband. She doesn't want to play her role. She doesn't want to be Ayesha Curry. She wants to be the Ayesha that she dreamed of when she was a little girl. She wants to be the star. Now, all that time in Hollywood that she bounced around trying to get roles and be on shows and stuff like that, nobody paid attention to her because she's not meant for the spotlight. You can tell that she's not meant for the spotlight because she's having anxiety attacks. She wasn't groomed for it. She has no place to put it. Steph has a place to put it because his fame came through him playing basketball. And as you get more accomplished, your fame and your notoriety grows with you. So you develop a persona of Steph Curry, the basketball player, the NBA star, the three-point shot, the NBA championship champion, the MVP. That persona grows and you have a place to put all that, all the groupies, all the fame and all that stuff because you have that personality. She doesn't have it. She never developed it. And truth be told, she is not, or she does not have the personality to handle this stuff. That's obvious. You want attention until the attention turns negative because you can't handle the negative attention. And that's with your husband standing in the gap. But if you really come out and tell the truth, because I'm sure once those kids grow up, you get a little older, the truth's going to come out. She never really wanted to be married like this. And I think a little bit of it came out when they were at an event and Steph was signing autographs. And people swarmed around him, and some lady opened the door to actually talk to the little girl, Riley, which everybody loves. And Ayesha shooed the lady out of the car. And you know how fans can be. They think that they know you, and they think that they own you. And in a sense, they do own a piece of it because that's where your money is generated from. And the fan blew her off and said, "Oh, honey, you knew what you signed up for." I do believe that was a white woman because white women do understand that when you attach yourself to somebody at that level of fame in this particular arena where you're in this fishbowl, that you do sign your name in blood on that dotted line. Part of your soul has to go into it. There's some things that you give up. But she said something in the interview that she didn't know that this is what she was signing up for. She didn't know that it would get to this. You know why? Because she didn't think that Steph Curry was going to be the man that he is, or be the celebrity that he is, because she thought she was better than he was. And low-key, she still does. That's why that's like she's mad about the groupies. That's like she said that she thinks that she has zero male attention or zero attention. She's like the jealous little sister. Why does Cinderella get all the boys? Or why does Steph get all the attention and I don't get any? Why do people notice me just because I'm married to Steph Curry? That's what's going on. And she low-key never wanted this. That's why she low-key never wanted to marry Steph in the first place. Why she has to take medication, why she's suffering from anxiety is because deep down, she knows that this is not the life that she wants. This is not the life that she wanted. This is not the life that she dreamed of. But the only thing is that life that she has is far better than anything she would have had by herself. And she knows that. And that's what fucks with her. And that's what messes with a lot of black women. That's like a lot of black women low-key sabotage their men. Most black women want all eyes to be on them. Most black women want all eyes to be on them. Now they want a black man that's up to par, that doesn't embarrass them. They want a black man on their arm, not the other way around. Most white women want to be on the arm of a winner. Black women live in the reverse. They want to have a winner on their arm that makes them look good. Even Jada Pinkett and even Sonia Curry said the same thing. They had famous husbands, but they rebelled against it because they wanted the spotlight on them. That's how come Will Smith had to tone down his personality, tone down his success so his wife could feel comfortable. It's the black female ego that's the problem. Not the male ego. The black female ego is actually bigger than the black male ego. And that's an issue that black women are going to have to address. And sad to say that Ayesha Curry, who I dearly love, and I do believe that they'll work this shit out, because I don't believe the woman is stupid. Like it or not, life is compromised. Everybody compromises and everybody has limits. I don't care whether you're a poor dirt farmer in India or you're Bill Gates. Life is going to make you compromise somewhere, somehow. There's limits to everything. Ayesha Curry's just 30, but she's going to learn this lesson. And hopefully this will become a cautionary tale to black women. You can't have your black men fly to their highest heights if you're going to be the weight on their feet rather than the wind beneath their wings as you're supposed to be. You have to decide what you want. Do you want to serve great men or be served by mediocre men? Can't have both. But with that, I'm going to jump off of here. That's all I had to say on this one. I got other stuff to do, but I had to throw my little 2 cents into the hat. Shout out to the Black Manosphere, and whether the Nicole Michelle wants to admit it or not, she's part of the Black Manosphere. Sorry, sis. Is what it is. But I'm going to jump off here. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.